Hello everybody, XRayLP here with another video, and today is a special day for me. It's the 1 year anniversary of my first upload to this channel. Well, except for when I did in a class a few years back, but my first public video, which was my very first devil fruit idea, the Blood Fruit. That was back when I just had a bunch of writing in my videos with some music in the background. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. But that day, I introduced how I would be doing my videos, and they have changed a little bit, meaning a lot. It started with a slideshow of writing, then a messy, ridiculous podcast where I kept forgetting important information. Thank God that didn't last long. Then a scripted podcast, and now I will be doing a legit video with a YouTube avatar and actual editing. And what better way to start this off than the way it first began, with the Blood Fruit. I know it's kinda lazy to do a different version of a video I've already made, especially since I have a few fan ideas to get to, which I will, but things have been kinda crazy lately, and hopefully I can upload more often. Granted, this was time consuming. I mean, how do YouTubers do this? It took me forever to get this video done. But anyway, on to the video. So, the Blood Fruit is a living Logia. Notice I said living Logia, not just Logia. It's a subtype of Logia that allows you to conjure, manipulate, and become a type of living substance. I've really been meaning to make more videos of these. You'd think I would in a year. So basically, it's a Logia that has one awesome addition besides being able to manipulate living things. It also makes you immune to armament haki. That's right, a person can hit you with it as many times as they want. It isn't going to do anything. There's a limitation to this, but that will be discussed in the usual area. But yeah, if Doflamingo had this, the King Kong gun would have done nothing. The reason for this is something that might go against how things actually work in One Piece, but it's just a devil fruit idea, so who cares? The reason for this is armament haki in the One Piece universe I'm making up brings a Logia back to its natural living state. So a human being is not made of magma. You hit them with armament haki, they go back to being normal. Now, with a living Logia, you're already a living substance. Therefore, the armament haki recognizes it as a living thing and doesn't do anything to it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, since that's been settled, onto the Blood Fruit itself. This was the first devil fruit I ever discussed, but still probably one of the most terrifying when you think about it. Sure, turning into blood and conjuring it are creepy, but they're not that bad. I mean, I know One Piece isn't a gore fest, but it has blood in it. Well, except the 4Kids version. But the less said about that, the better. But those aren't the terrifying parts. No, the scary part is the ability to control blood. Think about it. What is one thing all non-living plant-based creatures have in common? Blood. That means you can control pretty much any living thing in the One Piece universe. From the smallest of mice to the largest of sea kings. Or imagine someone has a cut, you can drain them of their blood, killing them within seconds. Accelerate their heart flow to the point where veins in their heart burst, or slow it down to the point where they pass out or even die. Why do I feel like releasing this video is going to make it so I'll never be able to monetize this channel? But there is some good news that should help. You have accelerated healing and strong resistance to disease. Given the fact that the immune system is inside the bloodstream, I don't know, my degree is in journalism, not biology. Anyway, that's just a few things you can do with blood control, which leads us to a brand new category. Special moves! Now, I usually just give out special moves when it comes to fan ideas and they give me special moves to add. Sometimes I'll add them to the awakening part, or there are some fruits I've added them to, but usually I just leave them out. This is because I like leaving a bit up to your guys' imagination. Like, what would you do if you were given this fruit, rather than just tell you what to do with it? But for the sake of experimentation, I'll add some today. Now, I'm just doing this with blood manipulation. Conjuration, transformation are pretty much like any other Logia, so Not a lot of room for creativity there. First, first attack, internal surge. This is when you move the blood inside someone's body like a shockwave, going through their body and spiking their blood pressure for a few seconds, disrupting them from the inside out. Probably not the best case scenario for your opponent. However, still probably better than the next two. Yeah, these next two are pretty messed up. I'll start with a better one of the two. That being the technique called the Reaper's Grip. The grip of death itself. Or at least the grip of extreme discomfort. It depends on how hard you grab. This technique is when you aim your hand at opponent's heart, then make a gripping motion. This in turn pressurizes the blood around the person's heart and either causes severe pain, or even quite possibly crushing their heart and killing them. I know, and this is the less edgy of the two. Yeah. It's a technique that could bring even the strongest of combatants to their knees. Except Whitebeard, of course, even death can do that. On to the scarier of the two. Blood Tiger Claw. I know the name is more cool, or at least I wish it wasn't scary, but trust me, it's a pretty brutal move. The way it works is you hold your hand in a way that looks like it's about to scratch something, like a tiger claw. See your enemy and then control 5 points of blood that they have in their body, and move your hand in a scratching motion, bringing the points of blood with you, and using the blood points to cut them from the inside. Yeah, you can literally use their blood to cut their guts and blood vessels. Beautiful, simply beautiful. So both of these techniques are disturbing but extremely effective in combat, especially for those who train with it. These techniques could probably bring some of the strongest people to their knees. Not saying anyone like Kaido or Big Mom, you would need to be pretty skilled and powerful to use these techniques on them. But maybe some Marine Vice Admirals that aren't named Garp, or some of the stronger Yonko subordinates that are not named Katakuri. So yeah, these are extremely dangerous and pretty brutal abilities. Now for the piece de resistance. A technique that I'm pretty sure we all thought was coming, given the fact that I talked about it earlier, sort of. This technique is called Puppeteer. That's right, the ability to take control over someone's bloodstream and move them in any way you like a puppet. It's almost exactly like that one episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. For those of you who haven't seen this show, go do that. Quit wasting your time and see it. It's on Netflix. Go see it now. Go, go, go! I know it's kind of anticlimactic for me to say go, go, go like that, but there are other people living in this house, so I can't really yell. But anyway, in the show, there was an episode where Katara is shown a technique called bloodbending by a very creepy old lady named Hama. She demonstrates her ability to control others using their own blood against them. Luckily, she doesn't use any of the other techniques I've suggested today, given that it's a show for children. But that's pretty much how Puppeteer works. Control others through their blood and make them do pretty much whatever you want, even turning them against their enemies. Given that devil fruits alter the DNA, or whatever the One Piece equivalent to DNA is, which is found in the bloodstream, you can even force them to use their devil fruit power. Just imagine taking control of Blackbeard and forcing him to demolish an island with one of his devil fruits, while cleaning it up with the other one. That would be insane! So those are some of the abilities I thought of for this fruit. I know that there could be a lot more abilities with this fruit, but I don't want to take all of them up here. For one thing, that would take forever. Another, I'd like to see what special moves you guys have down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of to do with this fruit. Now for everyone's favorite part. It is said very sarcastically. Weaknesses and limitations. Haki, Sea Stone, Ocean. We all know what Sea Stone and Ocean do, so let's ignore those. As stated before, Armament Haki doesn't do anything, but it does have a limitation. The more advanced form of it, Ryuo, can hit you just fine. Given that you probably aren't used to taking hits, it may hurt a lot. Especially since it's like ripping someone apart from the inside out. It's kind of like getting a taste of your own medicine, depending on how screwed up of a user you are with this fruit. Also, there's a limitation with this techniques that I've stated before when it comes to armament hockey. If a character can predict where you will attack and how, they can kill at the area in armament hockey and protect themselves. This renders all those techniques useless. It renders all the techniques useless. This does include Puppeteer, but they would have to pull a Virgo and coat their entire body in armament hockey. But, it's not like just anyone can resist it. You'd have to be a good armament hockey user. Also, Reaper Grip, Surge, and Tiger Claw, they all require a full hand. Granted, if you can focus on more people with Tiger Claw, you can use each individual finger on multiple people. Hashtag that's what she said. Which leads me to more Puppeteer restrictions. First, you can control someone else's Devil Fruit, but it's not easy. Well, if the Devil Fruit itself is extremely unstable. For instance, when Blackbeard stole Whitebeard's Devil Fruit, he fought Sengoku with it and stated that it's hard to control. With this technique, it goes from hard to nearly impossible. So it will take a lot to control this technique. Also, this technique does not work on Logias, at least not when they turn themselves into their element. Think about it. This is the blood fruit. Fire isn't blood. Ice isn't blood. Magma isn't blood. So you can't control them. If you solidify a Logia, say with Armament Hockey, Sea Stone, or catch them off guard, use their natural element, then it works just fine. So that's it for limitations for this ability I've put on here. Now for the last weakness of the blood fruit. Its natural element being fire. I got this idea from the idea that, fire, or at least a very hot substance, cauterizes wounds to stop them from bleeding. So Sabo, Charlotte Oven, or even Sanji could solidify you without needing higher levels of armament hockey. So that's it for the blood fruit. I know it's a special video, so it might be disappointing that I can't include an awakening, given that even though it's been an entire year since I've made the first video, there still isn't any confirmation of awakenings when it comes to Logias. So there still won't be one today. Sorry guys. But hey, if you have any idea for an awakening, sound off in the comments down below. So that's it for the blood fruit. And I kind of want to just take a minute to go off script and just kind of say just a little thank you to you guys. I've really enjoyed making all these videos for you, and this has been, this last year has been insane, like absolutely nuts. But it was nice to just kind of make a little hobby, and it's nice to have a hobby that other people enjoy seeing, and that's great. I built a very small community of only like 27, I think like 28 people at the time of this recording. But even though it's small, I still really appreciate everyone who subscribes, everyone who watches my videos. I love it when you guys sound off in the comments with Devil Fruit ideas and other ideas. Actually, I don't think I've had any other idea other than Devil Fruit ideas. I keep suggesting you guys come up with some other stuff you want to see me do. And I do, like I said before, I do have some other Devil Fruit ideas to get to, which I will. I'm starting to make a little schedule to kind of help with this, but like I said, this video was so time consuming. Sometimes I might just do like a podcast or something, but anyway. See, this is what happens when I go off script. I just ramble, but yeah, I wanted to take a minute to thank you guys. Like I said, I appreciate all of you so much, and I know this sounds kind of corny, but hey, I am really appreciative of it. I love how you guys take the time to watch these videos. I love that you try to get yourselves involved with them, and I hope, while I appreciate every subscriber that I have now, I do hope within the next year, especially since my viewership's been going up, the rate of getting a subscriber goes up. Like, I remember when I started doing this, I was making like 3 or 5 videos a day with those slideshows, and it took me like at least a month or 2 to get my first subscriber. Yeah, but anyway, I started this niche because I didn't see too many people give Devil Fruit ideas. There are a few videos here and there, but like there was no channel that was like making it a regular thing. And while with this year I'm gonna expand my horizons a little bit, do more than just devil fruit ideas and tier lists. And I've got one video coming up here, hopefully soon. I think I'll probably do my fan devil fruit ideas first, so it might be a few weeks, but anyway, I'll get to it. I will have some more content for you guys, and I hope that, because like I remember I took like a huge gap between times of uploading, and I recently, and with this video I end like another gap of uploading. Life's been kind of crazy, but yeah, I just want to take a minute to say thank you guys so much. I hope to expand this community. Like, I don't even have a name for you guys yet, but yeah, thank you. But anyway, that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching the video. And, well, adios. Adios.